Ever feel like something precious has slipped away since smartphones became glued to our hands? You're not alone. For those of us who remember a world before constant connectivity, there's a certain bittersweet nostalgia for the simple joys we've inadvertently traded for digital convenience. A recent Reddit thread perfectly captured this sentiment, asking, "What's a simple pleasure that disappeared with smartphones?" The answers poured in, painting a vivid picture of a bygone era. Get ready for a trip down memory lane. You might just find yourself longing for these forgotten delights. Let's dive into some of the most poignant responses. Memorizing phone numbers. Remember actually knowing the numbers of your friends and family? It was a mental workout and a point of pride. Now, our phones do all the remembering for us, leaving our brains a little lazier. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this reliance on technology a sign of progress, or are we losing valuable cognitive skills? Unplugged peace. The ability to truly disconnect from the world. Imagine, no buzzing notifications, no constant stream of emails, just pure, uninterrupted peace. User W4Rock94 perfectly encapsulates this longing. It sounds almost utopian now, doesn't it? Family TV time and the arguments that came with it. The whole family gathered around a single TV, flipping through channels, engaging in, often heated, debates over what to watch. It was a shared experience, a ritual. Now everyone retreats to their own screens, creating a fractured entertainment landscape. Think about it. When was the last time your entire family watched the same show together? Prank calls, the harmless kind. Remember the innocent joy of calling a random number and asking, "Is your refrigerator running?" It was silly, juvenile, and utterly delightful. Today, with caller ID and the ever-present threat of being traced, such pranks are a relic of the past. Uncharted exploration, wandering around a new area, discovering hidden gems without the aid of a GPS. Getting lost was half the fun. It forced you to interact with your surroundings, to ask for directions, to stumble upon unexpected treasures. Now, our phones dictate our every move, leaving little room for serendipity. And this is the part most people miss: the joy of getting unintentionally lost. Eavesdropping on landline calls. Admit it, you did it. Listening in on your family's conversations on the landline was a guilty pleasure. It was a window into their lives, a source of gossip, and a bonding experience, in a slightly twisted way. Now, with everyone on their own private devices, those opportunities for accidental eavesdropping are gone. Embracing imperfection. Bad photos. In the pre-digital age, you had to wait for your film to be developed, and inevitably, there would be some hilarious mishaps. These imperfect images became cherished memories, reminders of good times and funny mistakes. Now, we instantly delete anything that doesn't meet our exacting standards, erasing a bit of the spontaneity and humor from our lives. The power of imagination, having to entertain yourself with nothing but your own imagination. Boredom breeds creativity. Without the constant stimulation of screens, our minds were forced to wander, to invent, to create. Today, boredom is a fleeting sensation, instantly banished by the nearest device. Live music, unfiltered, going to a concert and actually experiencing the music, instead of watching it through a screen. Today, it feels like half the audience is filming the show, sacrificing the present moment for a shaky, low-quality recording that they'll probably never watch again. The raw energy, the shared experience, the feeling of the bass in your chest, these are things that can't be captured on video. The art of doing nothing, simply being present in the moment, without the pressure to be productive or entertained. Clearing your mind, letting your thoughts wander, allowing yourself to just be. Now, we feel compelled to fill every spare second with some kind of activity, driven by the constant connectivity of our smartphones. Immersive album experiences, listening to your favorite artist's album on a record player or radio with a CD. It was an intentional act, a dedicated listening session, free from distractions. The crackle of the vinyl, the anticipation of the next track, these were all part of the experience. Missing number and original text, skipping to 13. Genuine connection, quality time with people, free from the distractions of technology. Now, it seems like everyone is constantly checking their phones, trading crypto, or answering emails, even when they're supposed to be spending time with you. It's a constant battle for attention, and it often leaves you feeling like you're not a priority. Answering machine anticipation, the thrill of running home to see who had left a message on the answering machine. It was a tangible connection to the outside world, a source of excitement and anticipation. Now, with instant messaging and caller ID, the answering machine feels like an artifact from a bygone era. Mindful moments of boredom, being bored and letting your mind wander while waiting in line or sitting on the bus. People watching, daydreaming, thinking about random stuff. These moments of quiet contemplation allowed our minds to recharge and wander. Now, we instantly reach for our phones, filling every moment with stimulation. Discovering knowledge, going to the library to find an answer to something and stumbling upon new topics along the way. The library was a place of exploration, a treasure trove of information waiting to be discovered. The serendipitous discoveries were often more valuable than the original answer you were seeking. Playful phone designs. Cell phones used to be fun. The Nokia 5110 with its customizable faceplates, the Nokia 8110 from the Matrix, the Motorola V70 that twisted open. These phones were more than just tools. They were fashion statements, expressions of individuality. Now, most smartphones look virtually identical, sleek black rectangles lacking any real personality. The satisfaction of a slammed phone, the visceral satisfaction of slamming the telephone down or flipping a phone shut after an argument. It was a dramatic gesture, a physical expression of anger or frustration. Now, we're more likely to send a passive-aggressive text message. Smartphones have undoubtedly revolutionized our lives, but at what cost? Have we gained convenience at the expense of genuine connection, creativity, and the simple pleasures of a less connected world? What simple pleasures do you miss? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious to hear your perspective. Or, if you prefer to remain anonymous, feel free to share your memories in this form.